Hi, I'm TAYSON and I'm doing my how-to on how to change a dirt bike air filter. And you want to change your air filter every 3 to 4 rides because it keeps all the dust and mud out of your motor. Okay, I'm going to show you guys all the tools that you need to change or clean your air filter. And first you're going to need a socket set, the oil for the air filter, the gel to put it on or stick it on, and then a bucket full of just normal gas to clean it with. Okay, now I'm going to remove both the bolts because there's two on one side that hold the seat in. And then you're going to put your bolt somewhere down where you know where it is. Okay, and then you can take your seat off and you can put the bolts in the holes that they were in before. So you can look into the air box and you can see my air filter right here. It's not really that dirty, but we're gonna clean it anyway. And there's this wing nut that holds it, and you're gonna turn it to the right. And the reason why you wanna take your, this is the thing that holds all the things from going into your motor. Okay, so as you can see, there's some dirt around the ring of where my air filter goes, and my air filter prevented all that dirt from possibly going into my motor. So in the air filter, there is this thing called plastic housing, and it holds the air filter in its shape. And to remove it, you're just going to remove the sides of it, and that's your plastic housing. You can see how dirty it is because of the dirt on the ring, and this is supposed to be a lightish yellow, not a dark yellow. Okay, so first you're going to want to clean your housing, and the easiest way to clean your air filter is to dip it in gas, because gas helps remove the particles and such. So you're going to dip it in there, and then you're going to wipe it with your rag really good. And then you're going to dip your air filter in there, and you're going to want to sit and squeeze it. And you can see how the gas starts to turn brown because of how dirty my air filter was. So you're going to sit here and squeeze it for a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, and now it's a little bit cleaner. Okay, you're gonna want to squeeze the most gas that you can out of your air filter, and then you're gonna want to fling it a couple times, and then you're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes to let it dry. Okay, so I have my air filter foam, and you're just gonna douse a little on it, and you're gonna squish it together. So I have my air filter and my air filter oil, and you're gonna douse a little on there, and you're gonna squish it all together because it helps catch all the dust in the air filter. So then you're just gonna roll it along the sides and pour a little on there. Then you're gonna squish it all together and get it everywhere. Don't want too much of the oil filter because it has to breathe a little bit, so you just want a little bit of light blue all around it. Okay, so after you douse the air filter in the oil that it is, you're going to want to put the plastic house in. And as you can see, it is in there. Okay, so I'm going to dip this towel in gasoline, and I'm going to wipe the air box and get all the dirt out that I possibly could. So I'm going to go over my gas, get it wet. Then I'm going to sit here and scrub it really good. And that should be good enough. Okay, now that my air filter is all clean, I'm going to put some grease on it and put it on my airbox in my dirt bike. So you're going to dip 2 fingers in there, and you're just going to run it around the grease on the ring of where it sticks on. And you just want a thin coat all around, and you want to make sure that you don't get anywhere else on your airbox, just on this little ring. And you're gonna want to go around it and make sure there's a thin coat. And that should be just enough grease to make it stick on there. Okay, so now you're gonna put your wing nut in the hole of your airbox, and you're gonna slowly maneuver it into the airbox and gently put it in. And you want to make sure that it's lined up really good with the ring around it. And then you're gonna want to tighten your wing nut. You can get the wing nut as tight as you can. Okay, you're going to want to go over where the grease was, and you're going to want to press it down to make sure that you have it in there really good and tight. Okay, now you're going to want to put your seat back on since you're finished putting your air box, or cleaning your air filter. And you're just going to slide it up like onto this bolt right here. There's a little groove that you want to put it up in there. Okay, and you're going to want to get your socket and your 12mm socket, and you're going to want to get your bolts. Okay, and you're going to want to make sure that your fender, which is this, is lined up with your seat. You're going to want to make sure that this bolt is really tight so that it won't come off if you crash or something. Then you're going to want to make sure that this one lines up with it as well. Okay, we're going to want to make sure that this bolt is really tight as well as the other one so it doesn't come off as if you crash. Okay, and now that those are tightened up, you are done cleaning your air filter. And once you get the air filter in, you want to take it for a quick swim to make sure it's running right.
Watch out, he go right.